being labeled as a cheater in Geometry Dash is one of the most career-ending situations that a Geometry Dash content creator or player in general could ever face. It could demolish their entire reputation in just a few sentences. And just 1 year ago today, exactly today actually, one of the most important Geometry Dash videos of the decade was uploaded. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down what happened last year, and we're going to be looking back at it 1 year later and seeing how we could have possibly spotted that earlier. Our player of discussion today is of course Space UK, who you will most likely remember for around this time last year. But what if I were to tell you that he had a massive history attached to him? And that history is quite interesting. If you don't remember, let's go back a little bit. All the way back to 2020, when he first joined the game, and he ended up jumping all the way from the bottom, decode, all the way up to an insane demon. I don't remember exactly what it is, but to my understanding, I'm pretty sure it was Windy Landscape, but you can correct me if I'm wrong there. He would also take out, I think, 1 or 2 other insane demons before jumping all the way into an extreme demon, a top 75 at the time, and then would continue to beat a few extreme demons, and then would complete the golden, or that's what we all thought. He accidentally no-clipped the level, accidentally. I will say this, he didn't really know it was actually on until he completed it, so he thought he completed the golden. However, his conception of it was that if the demonless mods catch me, I'll just quit the game. But they didn't, so they accepted his record, so he would continue doing it. That was all the way up until he completed the extreme demon that goes by the name of Kinos, where his recording software, I believe, accidentally bugged out when he completed it, so he had to showcase it again. And that's where showcasing tendencies began, but we didn't know this. So from the perspective of a GD player from 2022 and 2023, what it was like was that he was completing many different demons and giving his opinions on it. He would even verify the top one at the time, Slaughterhouse, which is still chilling in the top 10 to this day, although it has fell down a few positions. He would also give opinions that would downgrade Sakupin Circles, which was supposedly going to be the next upcoming top 1, from top 1 down to top 2, and would do many different things, like Abyss of Darkness after he completed it, thinking that it was like a smaller demon than Slaughterhouse. Not smaller, I'm fucking stupid. But like, later he would also go down the line to go out and complete Acheron, which was the brand new top 1. Even though he didn't say it would be top 1, the demon list decided to place it at the number 2 spot, before it finally got its respectful number 1 spot in early October of 2022. Almost in 2023. But he would continue playing the game like normal, but his upload schedule was slowly slowing down as he announced that he quit back in June but then came back to the game a few days later. However, that kind of like was a bit suspicious, but we didn't really notice it at the time. However, now I think it's quite obvious what he was actually doing there. He's getting a bit tired of showcasing the levels, which, by the way, to create a showcase is way easier than actually completing the level. I'll show you in just a minute, but everything would change for him on the very fateful day of April 25th, 2023. However, on the fateful day of April 25th, 2023, it would all come crashing down. Everything would start with just one video being uploaded. A Geometry Dash Demon List moderator going through Space UK's entire catalog of, not entire, but like a lot of them, and she noticed some extremely suspicious stuff on the catalog, including click delays, which actually is fairly normal because some recording softwares are just like that. They will record your click delays. As a matter of fact, the software I'm using to record my voice is actually delayed a little bit, so like what I'm actually hearing right now is a bit delayed. But however, this is a bit different because you can hear a small click in the background. And allow me to show you that quick clip, which can mean a whole lot of things, but most likely means that he activated a macro, which, if you don't know, is something that is used to help complete Geometry Dash levels illegitimately or just showcase them. It's really useful for showcasing, not so for completion. However, he was only accused of hacking things after he completed the top 75 back in May 2022, which would have a lot less of a shit stain on the community. However, what he did next was that he didn't admit it, but people found out something about it, all of his completions that was incredibly suspicious and would pretty much confirm that he hacked everything. You see, when you complete a Geometry Dash, ow, I just whacked my finger, bro. What the fuck? But like, when you complete a Geometry Dash level, there will always be a level complete screen, and there's really no way to work around it. Maybe there's some hacks that I don't know of, but to my understanding, there's no way to disable it. And when you look at that complete screen, usually it's about like 1040 pixels or something like that. However, it was 64 pixels tall by something, I think it was like 940 pixels wide. Those two are insane numbers, and for a couple weeks it was memed in the community, the number 64 pixels, which is kind of funny. Not gonna lie, it wasn't that funny to be honest, but like, it was funny seeing him get clowned, as this was a legitimate sign of Z-bot, which is actually a bot that most of the top showcasing channels use to help showcase the levels. And it turns out Space UK was also one of the top showcasing channels of all time as well. And also, it's also crazy to think that he also had his channel turned on for monetization, which, based on the channel around his size and the amount of views he got, it would be around assumption to assume he probably made upwards of 2,000 to 3,000 on the channel. Of course, I don't know the exact number, but he said he ended up donating a lot of it away to Geometry Dash creators, which is cool, but still doesn't leave this massive shit stain on his reputation. Let's take a little bit about where he is today. To this day, Space UK leaves a massive, and I mean massive, ripple effect in the community, mainly because people have been really superstitious about the top players as of recently, as they have been gotten their reputations torn down by this person, even if they don't necessarily hack and they complete their levels legitimately and many different proofs on that cause. It's still really, some people still label them as suspicious, so that's why we have much more better cheat detection systems nowadays and much more strict guidelines on the demon list if you want to submit an extreme demon completion. However, where is he today? Well, a little bit after he deleted his channel, he came back on a separate account for about, I'd say, a few weeks, where he would post a Minecraft video. I don't know what the fuck he did there, but like, he posted a random Minecraft video, and he completed the Golden legitimately, he completed Tartarus legitimately, and he also completed, I believe, Crimson Planet legitimately, and I think that's all I remember, because after that he just fell off the face of the earth. Like, no one cared about him after like June or July of 2023, and after that, like, I've literally heard no one talking about him. I mean, like, yeah, sometimes he'll comment under like a Twitter post or some shit, but like, that's it. And and that's pretty much all that ever really came out of the situation, which, I mean, nowadays, we don't really hear him a lot nowadays, except for probably today and tomorrow. There'll probably be a ton of other video essays and documentaries dropping about the whole situation that are of way higher quality than this one, so I'd recommend you guys go check those out before I leave. But just want to give you guys a quick question to debate on in the comments, because I'm not going to answer, because I don't really have an answer. Should we forgive him? I want to see how much of a war zone the comments turn in once I ask this question, okay? So anyways, that's it for this video.